This week on Espressos with Entrepreneurs, we have some big news regarding this guy. Welcome back to Espressos. I'm Alan Bunn, owner of Lone Wolf Video, and this is Jeremy Harris, owner of Reverb Coffee Company. Today, you might notice we have a little bit of a change of scenery. We're at Lone Wolf Studios. It's like Universal Studios, but without all the amusement park rides and other cool things that people usually go to those kind of places for.
Yeah.
So this week, Jeremy, I thought maybe we could talk about the importance of conveying quality to your customers.
Okay.
So, and how that applies to, coffee as a good.
Yes.
And then I guess video as a service. So, let you kind of start off with that and see where we go from there.
Okay. So as I've said before in earlier episodes, I own a micro roastery focused on bringing specialty coffee to the industry, or to the market in Memphis. And how do I convey that quality? Is the topic of conversation. It is walking a fine line between trying to show that I'm organized and show that I'm structured and show that I do have all my ducks in a row, but also not looking too commercial and too corporate and too, big box, company. So, just tried to balance that when I was sourcing labels and sourcing packaging and kind of brainstorming how that would look when this brainstorming actually went to the market. So I do have a very clean label, clean packaging, but to kind of set it over the top and like give it a little twist, I always handwrite on the labels, like all the information and fill it out by hand. So it looks like, it, and it's also true that I've personally touched every single bag that goes to the market, and I've personally roasted every single bean that goes out to the market, and I've tasted almost every single batch that goes out to the market to make sure that what you're getting is something that I would drink myself, and I don't ever want to put anything out that would be the opposite. Like, I've told people in the past, I don't have a marketing budget. I've said that on this before. So my marketing is my product, and the first time somebody tastes my coffee, it has to be like way above their expectations, or at least meet their extremely lofty expectations, or I've lost that customer. But if it does, then they'll follow me on Twitter and Facebook and, keep buying my product. And, there's a certain tipping point once you reach that amount of customers, like business is okay. I'm not there yet, but it's a small chipping process. So trying to convey quality to those people and, attracting more attention, but also, like I said, not looking like a Folgers, like very like rigid and sterile packaging,
Yeah. Because, at 10-ish, about $10 a bag, you kind of have to, I guess, meet that level from like, I guess just the first, if they don't know you as a person and the quality that you're bringing to the table, they see that bag, it kind of has to be like, well, that, looks and feels like $10 worth of, high quality coffee.
Yeah.
But then once you taste it, it's important. I understand that. And it's good stuff. And this week, Costa Rica.
Yes.
Just drip, because we're at my house and I don't have anything fancy. So.
Yeah, the barista this week was Alan Bunn,
my coffee maker. So, and I would think, let's see, when we first talked about this, like I had said maybe professionalism, but I think quality is kind of a better term, because professionalism, it can be kind of like suit and tie and, very formal. And
I think Justin Timberlake sang a song about that.
I think he did. But like with yours, the quality isn't that it's, in calligraphy, letters and, fancy, whatever. But the quality is in the kind of hands-on, the fact that, you being a lefty with your messy handwriting, I can understand that.
If you've bought my coffee, you understand what he's saying.
Hopefully you know which coffee you bought. So, yeah, but that's, in that kind of messiness, but not really messy, but in that, handwritten way, that's what's showing the quality that I spent time on this like one bag. It wasn't, running through a conveyor belt, and we don't even know if that one actually didn't have coffee in it. That was sawdust off the floor. It was a little machine malfunction, Yeah. But anyway, yeah. So yeah, absolutely. And with video, I know one of the things I thought of, I wanted my videos to look good. Of course, I want to play to my strengths. So usually kind of keep it simple, kind of keep it clean, so that it, because if I try to do more than what I'm really comfortable with doing, it can usually show pretty fast. If I'm putting explosions in and it's some weird little effect I found and the sound is, me clapping or something, it's just going to look horrible. But if I can keep it clean, keep it crisp, then that's what I can do. But also from the standpoint of, and I still have, I'm putting it to the test as we speak with clients, potential clients and stuff. I wanted to present myself as professionally as possible. So spending some time on the website. I know you did the same with your website. Putting together some letterhead that, it's clean, but it has the logo. And, I'm really proud of the logo that I was able to get with Sean Stead, the guy that did both of our logos, and hopefully we'll have him on soon. And so, something that's it's real simple, something I could do like an InDesign. And I think it looked, it came out looking pretty good. And the same thing with business cards and invoices, just things that when the person, gets the bill at the end or at the very beginning gets it and has the breakdown of what I'm going to provide, they feel comfortable with that price on the front end or what they paid for it on the back end.
Yeah.
So it's something that, although it may be an afterthought for some, really shouldn't be. It's something you should really think about on the front end when you're kind of doing all your branding and all the marketing stuff, I guess, is really, you want to make sure you have it all together, cohesive, it all makes sense. And, why does this Reverb have a coffee bean and this one has a cup and they don't, look the same? Yeah. So consistency, I guess, is also key.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I think as early as we are on the process, that's kind of what we've had to deal with as far as, making sure we have a consistent and very quality product, service, good that we can provide. I think that's probably about all we really have the rights to touch on right now. Because we could be asking as many questions about this as giving any type of real answer.
Yeah.
We're just still, filling it out, finding things, and, trying to figure out the social media realm and all that.
Yeah.
But,
I guess just a pointer, and like you said, we don't have a whole lot of authority to speak on this matter, but, if you're starting your own business or trying to grow yours like us, I guess it's good to look at things with an outsider perspective, because I get so comfortable with what I've done. I'm like, obviously this works and this is really good because this is what I've done. But, if I can give input to you or you can give input to me or, other people, or even you look at it yourself with, no, what's the word I'm looking for?
Like preconceived notions?
That's the word. Okay. Yeah, you don't look at it with any preconceived notions. And then you're like, oh, wow, my logo is not in a very good spot on my label or on my website, or just take a minute to step back sometimes instead of like thinking that you have it all together, because I know that my company doesn't. So it's good to do that every now and then.
Yeah, and you can't make any assumptions like, if you didn't write that Costa Rica was a medium roast, like how am I supposed to know? I guess I could probably guess a light roast because the bean's lighter. That kind of makes sense. But anyway, it's all important to put it all out there to you don't want to overdo it and, overwhelm, your customer with too much information, but you want to make sure that you give, enough. And it's probably better to give a little too much than not enough.
Exactly. Yeah.
So on that note, the big news that I promised on the front end of this is in Mr. Harris's personal life. It's good news for Jeremy.
Yes.
Bad news for any single ladies out there. What happened, Jeremy? What happened this weekend?
I got engaged on Saturday night. It was the 1-year anniversary of my girlfriend and I dating, so it was a good day to pop the question, and thankfully she said yes.
That's good.
So
that's good.
We'll be getting married in the near future.
May your love be as bold as Reverb Sumatra roast. So.
Oh my word.
So well, congrats, man.
Thank you.
Congrats. And
so now you have more reason to buy my coffee, because there's more than one person relying on my business.
Buy this guy's coffee,
please.
And like his Facebook and his Twitter. Mine too, because I'm his friend, and I could use as well.
Yeah.
So I guess that's probably a good place to cut it.
Yeah.
So thanks for watching. Comment below, because we still haven't seen a lot of comments yet. But, you know, we'll answer them. And if you want to watch the old ones, if you haven't yet, comment on those. We'll still see it. We'll answer your comments, your questions, whatever. Like us on Facebook, Twitter, Pinterest, Google+, whatever we're on. Just like it. And I think that's probably it for this week.
Yeah. Awesome. Well,
So-
you guys have a good week and don't take yourself too seriously.